Be honest. We don't lie. We don't lie.
It's a full all-in team. It's a full all-in team, and you're engaged. And AP Jax flashing in with Counter-Strike.
Okay, he managed to get that second melee minion. The problem is Chachi's right here.
Yeah.
And the knock-up connected, so he's dead.
Yeah, and he's got towards the turret as well. I don't know about that one, Bousy. Well, there's the Dark Seal stacks we were talking about. Jankos about to find Velia. Audacious charge. Weaver's Wall coming on down. Speaking of faster roams, Velia immediately
Very happily secured by Velia. Jankos might end up taking a camp on the top side as Baus swing and a miss on the ultimate.
The Zephyr trade. Crowny potentially going to get a big chunk with Velia down to 20% HP. Knocked up on the free talent strike. Crescent Guard comes on through, and Jankos gets the solo.
Really. Alright, Dragon's up.
Yeah, that's quite important, that.
Do actually have numbers here. Baus did just teleport to the top side. Chachi is also walking top. Like you're saying, Viru is just dead. Oh, on trees.
So, we'll get over the wall. Velia now potentially dangerous, but over comes Nemesis. Oh boy, lost Ratones. Now gonna jump onto Jankos, gonna get a heal. We'll try to audacious charge for the Monsoon. Keeps Velia reckless alive. Velia over the wall with the Spectrum Wall. Another reset. Just about missing the charm, and Hido will get out alive, but they lose 2 members. Now be the Dragon as well for loss.
Perhaps a replay if we have some downtime. But it will be the second Dragon secured here by LR, and very happy about that. Unlike the last game where they were able to pick up the first Dragon but denied the second, they get the first 2 here. Off by Lost Ratones jungler, who is now under a little bit of pressure himself.
Yeah, Jankos goes from the other angle. Oh, and there's no flash, no ult. I think this might just be a very, very dead Viego. Picked up, they tried to donate it over to someone, not named Jankos, but it will still have to go on down. Tried to get the rupture angle there, didn't quite get it. House holds the nerve, gets to walk away from that one, but it's still a 2-0 Cho'Gath, who's got 6 stacks already. It's a lot of feasting that's been done. That one up. He's going to back away from this turret. Realistically means that Lost Ratones will get that turret, and that will be the marker towards the feats of strength there, as Chachi's not really going to contest it all the other while, though. It's going to be the Kaiser that gets that first turret, and Hido can't quite rush it fast, even with the 3 grubs. Will therefore choose to deny a few more minions. Here, Wind becomes lightning. Jankos not going over the wall. Now they'll jump on top of him, trying to get the counter-strike off. Won't find it. Now hops over, and Chachi's ready to flash and follow. A feast is available, and they're going to donate it to Jankos instead. He didn't have a second to waste, and therefore Chachi won't be donated the extra stack, and instead it goes to Jankos.
If you can keep Baus underneath this tower up here on the top side chunked out, then he's always going to be able to teleport with just health advantage, right? And Baus is never going to have that option!
Treats goes in with the headbutt pole. They will get the turret. They won't find too much more. The teleport in, though! It kind of sucks, Nemesis.
Oh no, look at Baus's TP!
Get the kill.
He's not the only one!
Oh no! Oh no! It's just sucking some more! Gets rooted up the shove afterwards with the seismic shove. It's a disaster on the Richter scale. And Crowny and Reckless get out alive, but Lost Ratones solo leaders lose their minds.
To quote a legend, those TPs suck! Velia's going to be delivered that, no doubt, here by Jankos. Crowny will pick up this tower on the top side in trade, so things are swinging back and forth like a pendulum. Gold is being traded. I think for LR, already being 2 dragons up, a little bit extra cash in Crowny's back pocket is going to feel quite nice.
Especially if he mistimes his counter-strike.
Exactly, that counter-strike timing is going to be really important. Speaking of...
Grandmasters might TP behind. Where do you run, Baus? Audacious charge comes on forwards. Nothing really being taken elsewhere. Ironically, it's Velia split pushing going on right now as Varo is here, throwing out some rocks. You can't counter-strike those. Hop number 1, but does so across the unraveled earth. Missing the seismic shove, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Hido, I don't think you can walk that way. Does manage to avoid the Void Seeker and the Howling Gale, and Atakan now.
Hido's not going to give up from Dave, so he's going to be there. He's going to be late to this if things kick off. Remember though, it's Feast and Smite against just 1 Smite.
They lost the Atakan in the last game, turned into a bit of an intercart. They can still Feast Smite. This should be a done deal. Looking for an angle in his Velia, but there's a secure on the Atakan. The Lost Ratones want the fight afterwards, though. Maybe more of a question we should be asking. Nothing to be found. You're absolutely right.
And they should hit 16. No, he's like 99%. But you get the idea. I just feel like it's so powerful. I agree.
Don't know how much they
don't care.
This. There's a headbutt and a pulverizer. Nemesis is trying to Spirit Rush away. And he's just got enough gas in the tank to do so. The NOS button, worthy of a Need for Speed game there.
Chachi was just a bit slow. Start this up. Jankos on the other side.
Cone. Nemesis on a flank angle, doesn't have the ult to work with. Could maybe ult, treat, or charm this Cho'Gath, but I don't know how much that means.
Crowny.
Weaver's Wall gonna force Crowny to flash on out. That was not a fun place for that Kaiser to be. Baus looking for a potential flank angle. Dragon secured that second for NORD. Baus now being looked at. He's a pretty mobile character with all of this ability haste, but Chachi, oh Chachi, the dinosaur keeps walking on forwards.
Can't quite get it.
But he can't quite get it, you're right.
Nash now, 30 seconds. That's the next point of
Baron
contention.
has in fact just grown up enough for NORD to potentially think about culling it. All the while Lost Ratones coming on over. Teleport in.
From Chachi. Again, they can secure it really early.
Nemesis, flank angle, gets the charm onto the backline. Jankos down to about 20% HP. Tweet trying to buy time, but the Baron secured. 5v4 angle though. Nemesis looking for the charm. It's onto that Cho'Gath though. Not necessarily the easiest target, but Crowny gets to unleash, cycle through the passive. Bounced on the other side. Big stump with the counter strike. Can they turn back onto him? Crowny on him with the killer instinct. Jankos at the front lane gets the crashing guard. Needs to keep retreating away, but there is still an ult from the ruined king who causes heartbreak. Flash on forward with the wind becomes lightning audacious charge. Feather fall. Seismic shove away. Trying to ult forward for more. Zvyro can't find the angles.
Zvyro can't see him.
It's always going to can't flash away. As the Void Seeker lands, but has a shield from the Seraphs and gets out, I think, just about to safety. 3 dead, but Baron secure.
Wrapped all the way around, and Baus already had the MO very early, as now in the picture-in-picture, and now full screen, Baus is the one that's getting caught out.
Speaking of MOs, this is the Baus MO. Gets the double counter strike, gets to hop away. Surely he doesn't get to run away from this. He's not got flash, got ult in a second.
Oh, TP as well, TP.
He can look to counter strike, headbutt into the wall, stuns up for a second. Zvyro should be able to get this nonetheless. It's Treats who gets it now. Nemesis in the 1v2 needs to be wary as the Unravel comes on down.
It's close though.
Jankos also around. The Howling Gale denies the Cho'Gath angle. Nemesis will just decide to use the charm to secure the cannon minion. My goat, that's the correct decision. Get what gold you can and get out before the going gets tougher. Minute.
We also lost that mid tier 1, but it was about a third HP, so not too surprising that it ended up falling. Treats, again, just doing his best to create a little bit of space.
Makes his well unbreakable, his body. Maybe a different question for now. Ult out from Velia there. Couldn't find what he was looking at. After a Kaiser ult, after a Jax ult. With this kind of build, that move speed, hyper valuable. A lot more conditional for NORD, but Zvyro's health bar also looking a little bit conditional. Laney in critical condition. He's got the Harrow path coming around. He's going to have to ult out.
But he still has TP, remember?
Chachi. You're in a 1v3. Does he care? Crowny's going to ult to the other side. My God, the anti-tank damage. Charm goes well wide. Now turning around onto Velia, who's potentially in danger. Gets knocked out by the 3 Talon strike. Monsoon healing, but the Rupture comes on down and Hito gets out. Flash on forward. A silence on the Ahri. They'll lose the Talia. Crowny gets that one, but it's still a 2-for-1 in favor of NORD.
Didn't flash forward and silence earlier on that bottom play, but he certainly made sure to do it to Nemesis then, as now the 1v1 between the AD carries.
Has to flash away. It ain't a 1v1 for long. Reckless behind. So is Jankos. They have their seconds there in this particular duel to the death. Fortunately, I think it's only the first blood for now. Baus in danger with Chachi. He's very speedy. Sped up by those double cloud dragons. The Rupture. Rocket belted away from...
It's just more than secured, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if Chachi, once the scoreboard comes back up, you'll notice that Chachi also has the...
A little bit of a knock up there onto Zvyro. Baus on the flank angle. Nemesis over the wall, misses the charm. Baus looking for the counter strike, won't quite find it. He's silenced up. Now going to get knocked up, and he's dead.
Just the strangest sense of deja vu, but I think it's just because Baus does that a lot. He is dead.
He does
no trade. Go back to Dragon. Treats is going to get his reset off now. He maybe wants some wards in his inventory, and they'll look towards
being started. TP in from Baus. We're kind of inverting sides of the map we're stood on.
Nemesis and Baus are on flanks. I think they would have seen him with the TP, actually. He would have flown past him. So they know where Baus is, and they know where Nemesis is. The Dragon!
Secured by the Cho'Gath, somehow, some way. Tweets in the front line, has got the ult, so doesn't take all that much damage. Crowny needs to get out to say, had to flash. Nemesis looking for the charm, can't find it. The Weaver's Wall, splitting off Baus' retreat path. Rupture on forwards, into the seismic shove, flashes over the wall. Another hop. Where is he going? All the while, of course, Baus not being in the lane means they could have shoved through mid with the Baron.
Yeah, they've got Nash. They want to make use of that base-breaking power that is got, and they've got a minute and 50 seconds still left on this buff. They've got half a wave in the top side if they want to try and rotate over to it, but it seems like their eyes are set on this mid lane tier 3.
Jankos warding off Velia's potential flank angle. Got Cloud Soul now as well to work with. LR, we were already saying their engage is a little conditional. I think it's the kind way of putting it. You need to land a good charm, a good spectral maul, maybe a good flank angle from Baus, but with all of this extra move speed, just base from 4 Cloud Dragons, finding that moment, getting harder and harder and harder, and for all the gold was close, it ain't anymore again. NORD really expanding it, picking up another set of structures, and they find themselves commandingly...
So, this will just be the tier 2 pretty much seeded, and this goes down so fast that the Nash is still going to be available for, at the very least, this wave to try and break open the base on the bottom side of the map here. I mean, it's just Crowny versus the entire rest of...
Yeah.
It's a head
Reset, they don't lose
scratcher.
an inhibitor for it. They at least get the bounty. Does that get him an extra item on reset? We'll check now when he comes back in. Or while the Weavers will
just
deny
the game?
Crowny entrance. It does get him the Bloodthirster, so it was for the extra item. Does that matter in the grand scheme of things? He needs to get value here as one Nexus turret already falling. Lost Ratones on the verge of taking us to game 3, courtesy of NORD winning this one. Could have switched that one around. Seismic shove on Bows. He's down. Monsoon means nothing. Headbutt back on Nemesis, who gets feasted but doesn't die. Tree to the front line. Valia trying to run back towards the fountain. The Nexus turret between NORD and a third game. LR in upper brackets. Oh, flash off forward. Feather to the skull and Nemesis goes down. We are getting 3 and NORD strike back.
An excellent game from NORD, and honestly,